Ugh. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, hello, Austin.
There's got to be a better way to do this. There's got to be a better way.
Like one of those click buttons?
Yeah. Or like a way that I don't have to be in like this weird little alley between the TV and the chairs and the table and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well. What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of the P-Funk and Pro Show.
Wow, we're in the teens.
We're officially 2 dog years old. Thank you, folks, for joining us. It's going to be a different episode than it has been in a while, I think.
How so?
So, for the past few weeks, our episodes have been jam-packed with, like, juicy, vacation-infused goodness, right?
Right, yeah.
It's been crazy. Went to Canada, went to Chicago, you went to Columbus, we went to Put-in-Bay. We had crazy stories to talk about, yeah.
Some of those, like, extreme random.
Yeah, totally, completely random. We've been off the wall doing crazy stuff. This week is going to be kind of a little bit back down. It's a return to form for the P-Funk and Fresh Show, I think.
Yeah, we're calming down.
Yeah, but I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why I'm excited about
Okay.
this. Because I cannot sustain
that level.
this level of insanity.
Yeah,
all the time.
You were running at some sort of, like, psychotic level of energy.
I was.
That only, like, psychos.
Yeah, psychotic's a good way to put it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you can see, like, come back, we're a lot more chill now. At least I'm a lot more chill now. I'm a lot more assimilated back into society, I think. I forgot to put on a real shirt and clothes today, so I'm still wearing my workout clothes. I'm very comfortable.
Yeah.
I really like it.
That's what I'm in a t-shirt too. We're just real relaxed.
Yeah, but I also put up some, like, I put my amiibos up there so video people can see that. I got some, like, neat little decorations and stuff.
Yeah.
We got, I don't know. It's going to be a lot more comfortable episode, I think, of the P-Funk and Pro Show.
That's cool. A lot more chill.
A lot more chill.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be insane. Who knows?
Oh my god.
Who knows what's going to happen?
I could go crazy.
You could get, we may have been there for a very long time already. But, quick reminders before we start. We have a Facebook group. It's facebook.com/pfunkandfro, so everybody that wants to go to the Facebook group and mingle, meet some friends, have some conversation about topics you'd like us to talk about. I just put a poll in there.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Trying to figure out what we're going to do while you're gone.
I put something. Oh yeah.
You put something ridiculous. If you want to see what he put, check the Facebook group.
Right.
We'd be glad to have you. We're trying to engender a good community there. So in the future, I'd like to like organize like meetups, maybe some morning runs, maybe some coffee get-togethers.
Yeah.
Other things that middle-aged people do. Yeah.
Talk about podcasts.
Yeah. We'll see how that happens.
Or whatever.
We have a Twitter account at pfunkandfro on Twitter. So if you want to tweet at us, that'd be cool too. We might remember to check that.
Oh yeah, I need to friend on my own Twitter.
I know. I haven't checked in a very long time. But now that that's out of the way, Anthony, you have a story to tell us about a free bike of some sort.
Yeah. I brought it up earlier today. We were like, wait, let's just like, but I had to start telling people. So, not to keep rehashing, going on a West Coast trip tomorrow, and I decided that I wanted to bicycle in each of these cities.
Okay.
So I'm renting a car and I'm going down from Seattle to Portland to Eureka to San Francisco to Santa Cruz.
Which is awesome.
And renting bikes in each one of these cities, I didn't really want to do that. And I was originally just going to Uber around. And then I was like, well, why don't I just rent bikes? That might be cheaper, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of a pain because I'm only going to be in these cities 2 to 3 days each.
Right.
So I just got an idea in my head. Maybe I'll find a bike for like $100 or less on Craigslist. I'm trying to get a bicycle for $100 or less.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Okay, so how are you going to get it there?
I mean, I could get... What?
Are you going to buy... Oh, are you going to buy it there?
On the flight and leave it there.
Oh, okay.
That's why I only want to spend $100.
Okay,
because I figured I would save money on Ubering.
Yeah.
And renting the bikes.
Plus, it's more freaking adventurous.
Right. Yeah. I have to like do things on the fly, meet people I don't know from different cities that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
But adds kind of to the adventure factor.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really have a ton of luck on Craigslist finding things. Like, I did find bikes, but no one was responding, and the bikes were kind of in rough shape, which, whatever.
If you're looking for a used $100 bike, it can get sketchy.
Exactly. But my BMX bike at Ohio State was like $120 from Target.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and it lasts years. I still have the thing.
That's why my idea was just
it's busted up because of a lot of hard riding, but.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm getting hit by cars and stuff like that.
You got hit by.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, some of the day. So my idea was that, like, why don't you just go to a Target here at the top of California or wherever you're going, Seattle.
Yeah.
In Seattle.
Okay. Yeah.
Ride it around and then leave the tags on it. And then go to another Target at the bottom.
In Santa Cruz?
Yeah, in Santa Cruz. And be like,
I don't like this anymore.
I decided not to get this.
Like, this looks like it's been in the ocean. Like, what the hell?
Don't question me. I have my receipt.
The receipt's, like, got stains all on it. It's, like, barely visible.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I didn't really... Okay, so I was looking at the Target bikes or whatever, and the reviews are just abysmal. They're like...
For Target bikes?
Yes, like... Cause it
square wheels.
Well, you didn't advertise this. It says in fine print. Bicycle may come with square wheels. Who does that? No. But the reviews are like, my son had it for 2 days and it fell apart. Now, this is something I cannot have happen.
No, you cannot. You cannot have that happen.
Because I'll be on the road, whatever.
Yeah, and it slowly falls apart.
Yeah, it's just like the first day, like, So I kind of was trying to get away from that and like getting a used bicycle, but again, like that wasn't really going well, and they all look real rough.
Yeah.
Flat tires. So I post on Reddit, the Seattle subreddit. So it's Reddit Seattle.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like a forum for a bunch of Redditors that live in Seattle or enjoy Seattle, where they all congregate on that part of the website.
And people like you that want to go to Seattle and get ideas about how to do
like
stuff.
new things with events going on live. So you can post questions, things like that.
Yeah.
And, like locals will answer. It's a great portal for visiting cities.
Sounds
and I haven't really utilized it until now.
Yeah, I'm glad I know about it now.
Oh yeah. It has most major cities. So I posted a Bicycle Dilemma was the title, and I just basically put what I was doing, solo traveling down the West Coast, looking for a $100 bike, and all these people were giving me, they were really helpful, they were giving me phone numbers to all these used bike places, and ideas on how to do the Craigslist thing. And then some people thought I was like trying to get stolen bikes. I'm like, no. So it was all across the board.
Wild accusations.
Yeah. He just came right out the gate like, only $100 bike you're gonna get stolen from us.
Wow.
I'm like, whoa, dude. I'm a fellow biker.
Man.
I do not like that.
Holy
I've
crap.
had a bike attempted stolen. We all know what happened to that.
Yeah. You have no idea what I've been through.
I am the dark. I should have just said that. I am the dark. That's okay. So, anyways. So a lot of people were trying to be helpful with that, and I called a bunch of places, and most of the places say any cheaper bikes that we have are like $200 to $300, and they fly right off the shelf because they're reconditioned. They don't sell like just scrap.
Like refurb bikes or something?
Yeah, they refurbish them and then resell them, and they're
Gotcha.
usually like the higher end. It seems like just going on our websites and talking with them on the phone.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, because I don't really feel like spending $200 to $300 for 11 days.
No.
And then trying to sell it in Santa Cruz I could, do it, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really want to have to go through that.
Yeah.
So it went on for days where people were still responding, and then out of nowhere, I got a private message from a Redditor saying he has a bike that's been laying around that he's been meaning to put on Craigslist just to get it out of there, but you can have it for free.
What?
And I'll throw in a helmet to boot. Yeah.
What?
I was reading it, I was like, this is that internet story that like you read about like on Reddit.
Yeah.
Like this other Redditor helped me out so much, or like when
Right.
people are down on their luck with things, the Redditors. Reddit's it's a wild community. It's just like a spectrum of life. So you got your assholes, and then you have your people that are like genuinely nice, awesome people.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is yet to, the exchange is yet to occur.
Sure.
So anything can happen.
Sure. You get
But-
punked royally.
We've had correspondence back and forth like 3 or 4 times so far already, and we gave each other's phone numbers. And it's kind of funny because we're meeting at a statue of Lenin, the
Russian.
the Russian leader.
Okay. So
the communist leader.
it could have been Lenin, the communist leader, or Lennon, from the Beatles.
Right, that's what people
It was
say.
either gonna be hippie or communist.
It turned communist.
Okay.
So
is he? So he's in Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
gotcha.
I told him whereabouts I was staying at a hostel, And he said I'm a mile and a half north of there. And then he gave me like bus routes to get to him. And I Googled the statue because I was like, why would Seattle have a statue of Lenin? You know.
Did you figure out why?
No, I mean, I Googled it and it is there. Okay. So I know what it looks like, and that's him. You know?
It's so random.
It's definitely him. But he says he works from home and he lives close to that. We can meet in that public spot. Whatever. His name's Andrew. So we exchanged numbers and he just said, text me when you get in. So that's what I'm going to do.
Anthony, I'm getting real bad vibes from this.
That's what, most people say. But
this guy's going out of his way to get you to his house?
I would do something like this. If I had a bike that I would too. Just, yeah.
Oh, I would too.
Like if I saw this guy, because I was responding to like everybody so I was like following up on everybody in the comment thread.
Yeah.
And he can read all my comments for a year, just to kind of
that's true.
See if I'm a psycho or
yeah.
But honestly, this is no real difference than Craigslist.
No, it's not.
Think about it. It's just I offered him the like money for his time because I was like overwhelmed by like the generosity. I was like, I will, like $20, whatever.
Right.
And then I said, I could buy you a beer, because he's giving me free, so he doesn't really care about the money.
Totally.
And he just responded like, no, just let me know your favorite spot in Seattle because I like going to new spots or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he just wants my opinion on what I like the best out of the city.
Gotcha.
So I think he's just, I don't know.
Okay, he just sounds like a cool person.
Yeah, he does. And again, the correspondence, so it's not, I don't know, like on Craigslist, the first correspondence is usually like just the facts. The second one's like just to make sure it's a consistent whatever. And I don't know, because I sold my Camaro on Craigslist. I've sold a lot of things on Craigslist.
I live here because of Craigslist.
Oh, right.
Found this house because of Craigslist.
So really, as long as you practice like normal, cautionary things, like we're meeting in a public spot. So if he said midnight
at my house
behind this building or something, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
And that's really what convinced me.
I'll go to the Target bike and just have to buy a new one every day.
Right, when it falls apart.
Right. So I mean, just this alone is already like starting to make this awesome. Like I'm like, this is so, I can't believe this is already happening. Like this awesome stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it just adds to the adventure. So
yeah, it really does.
So now I'm like gonna fly in, take the tram to downtown, wait till the hostel opens.
Dude.
And then drop off my bags, and then maybe meet up with this guy then, and get a bike. And then there's a bike shop. So he said the brakes are kind of like older, but he said he rode it around just to make sure everything's like working.
Yeah.
And he said it should be whatever. And so then I Google bike shop. There's a bike shop. It literally says on the title of the store is like, we take emergency repairs. And it's a 8-minute walk from my hostel.
That's ridiculous.
I'm just like,
perfect.
I know. So, because I told him, I was like, even though it's free, I might get like a $50 tune-up, just new brakes and oil, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever. And I bought a bike pump on Amazon for $20.
All right.
And I have my locks already.
Dude, you're set.
So
you're set.
I'm bringing everything I need. Yeah. I have a bike pump because now that I have this bike kind of in the, not in the bag, but
sure.
I'm going to get a bike.
It sounds,
It's either Target, this guy, or Craigslist. Because I did have a response on Craigslist, so I have him on the back burner. I'll let him know. I'm like, if this falls, I didn't tell him exactly, but I was like, if something falls through, I might, be up for that.
Right.
So I still have options, but I hope this is gonna happen just because it's so cool.
It is really cool, and it sounds promising.
Yeah, it definitely does. Because he prompted the message today, so I got a message again from him today. He's like, whatever.
That's really cool.
Yeah, because we were talking about. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was gonna say. So what and I was talking with Chi-Town about this. She had an idea of like if you in Santa Cruz give it away to another person and start like a Facebook whatever.
Right,
now,
like
I don't know.
A girls with a traveling bike kind of thing, like traveling pants.
No, I was thinking of there was this robot in Canada that was traveling around.
Yeah, are we looking it up right now?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about though? Girls with traveling pants or whatever.
This is the robot.
The sisterhood of traveling.
Oh yeah, I guess. I was thinking more of this guy.
What the heck? What is this?
Okay, so.
Can you make it to the middle? Move your browser to the middle or something.
Let me do one of these. So this friendly robot, it's called Hitchbot.
Hitchbot.
And I faintly remember reading about this, but I don't know who started it. A group started it, and
Yeah.
they basically hitchbot. You pick it up and you travel it with you, and then you drop it off. And I think maybe you put your coordinates up online, and then next people take it.
Dude, that's awesome.
It ended up. It went really far, and then it ended up decapitated.
What?
Someone chopped its head off.
No.
Yeah. So I messaged him my thought that I was brainstorming with Chi-Town about maybe posting on Reddit Santa Cruz the story about how this happened, and then if someone wants to keep it going, you know,
Yeah.
I'd be willing to give it away because I don't want to sell it for a profit.
No.
I'd rather like keep the coolness.
Yeah,
like,
because it's so
going.
cool.
I think it's awesome.
It's
so
mega cool.
when I get there and like confirm that I have the bike or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and like get it tuned up or whatever, I'm gonna probably start that just to see if it'll actually whatever. I'll post it on Reddit, the subreddit for Santa Cruz, because I'll still have 10 days before I get there, you know.
Yeah.
So there will be 10 days where I can like kind of start, you know, get the Santa Cruz community like whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And then even if nothing happens, I can still lock it.
Yeah.
And then keep my lock there,
Mm-hmm.
and then give the combination if someone wants to message me.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
It's something.
I'm honestly inspired by this hitchbot.
Hitchbot, he was so friendly looking.
I'm trying to find a way to describe him for the people that aren't watching the video.
Right, I always forget about that.
But I don't know how I would. So Anthony's got this little robot pulled up. Is he sitting in a chair or is he just tall?
Whoever had him in this photo, put him here.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean, he doesn't always drink.
Just in this case.
Yeah, there's like
Looks like it might be the 4th of July or something. He's got
yeah, it looks like some
So-
celebration.
He's like a little robot. I would say, what, like 2.5 feet tall?
And it looks like pool noodles for arms and legs.
Yep, he's got like cut up pool noodles for arms and legs.
And he has a dot
4.5 long.
matrix panel for a face. So
Yep.
it looks like it can change to like happy and sad, or like if he needs. I bet people had to charge him.
I bet, yeah.
So he probably was like, I need, sad, I need charging.
Yeah, hopefully. Like, do you think his face turned sad when he was like almost dead or something?
Yeah, I would.
Like,
I mean,
I'm
that would
facing
be.
oblivion.
It'd be kind of easy to program for programmers. Like,
Yeah.
not me, but. Yeah.
Especially if you only need like double A's or something, it'd be really easy to change the batteries or something.
Or even just have like a micro USB sticking out the butt.
Yeah, that's it. And he's,
I don't know why I said the butt.
I mean, that's the most logical explanation.
I never saw. Yeah. What's this hole? Ooh.
Yeah, just charge me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got the website on the front of him, hitchbot.me. It looks like.
Yeah, read about it. It's
Yeah,
pretty
so
neat.
I'm actually gonna we should go to that website right now. Actually,
Okay.
We should track this hitchbot, see where he is. Well, he got decapitated actually.
There could be another hitchbot.
Do you think his head is floating around like Walt Disney somewhere?
I actually don't. Yeah, here's the website. Yeah.
My love for humans will never fade.
Oh, that's so nice.
Apparently, Hitchbot said that.
Yeah, so guys.
This is like a nice website.
Oh, look at all these people.
Oh, okay, it's a bunch of pictures of people with the Hitchbot.
Yeah, look. So
Dude, Hitchbot is a G. I love this guy.
Hitchbot's riding a giant duck. And he's got rain boots on. So I think people just like clothed them. And...
Looks like they just did whatever. Yeah, he's got the rain boots on in this picture too.
Wait, is he in the
He's
air?
about to. He's looking at an airplane.
Is he in the cockpit?
He is. That's him.
Oh my god.
That's his weird fishbowl
On
face. With the...
Instagram. Oh, it is right there.
That's messed up. But I love it. I love it.
Oh, he's so happy.
He's so nice. I want to see a picture of somebody that took Hitchbot to prom.
Oh my god, that would be. Is this a 4K?
Uh,
oh no.
He went to, let's see, he looks like he went to a band practice. He's in a swing.
So this is just, I think it's just cool how like people can work together, total strangers. It's
I
the
love
whole like strangers and like
It makes the world feel like a community that's friendly.
Right.
Instead of like just aggressive and angry and nervous that each other exists, you know?
And it like, I guess you get faith in humanity again.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. That's one of my favorite things about travel too. I know we talked about that. The renewed faith in humanity.
So that's Hitchbot. He, let's see if we got it.
Alright, yeah, you keep looking that guy up.
I want to see the decapitated.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see that. Do you think it was an accident or somebody decapitated?
No, I think it was quite deliberate. From what I remember reading. Oh no.
Oh jeez. Oh my god, he got quartered.
Oh my.
Hitchbot got quartered.
Look, they have him on video.
What the heck?
They have surveillance camera. Oh, look at him.
That's so sad. Looks like his face is off. His face has died.
Yeah, they have surveillance of the perpetrator right here.
Screw that guy.
Man.
Who would do that?
Looks like it's at night too.
I mean, it's probably a drug deal.
Just goes to show, even at night in dark alleys, robots can get decapitated. I don't know where I was going with that.
Remember that, kids.
Remember that, kids.
Remember that.
Even robots can get decapitated.
Don't think your robots are safe.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I think that's what, because like
Wait,
Chi-Town
hold
was
on.
mentioning it, but
I
was
found
like, oh yeah, Hitchbot. That's exactly what I was kind of hoping for.
Yeah, it sounds like the same vibe you're trying to portray.
Yeah.
So get out of this picture. I found a perfect image to end this on.
Okay.
Get out of this guy right now.
Get
it's
out
like,
of the
it's
entire
scroll
tab?
down a little bit.
Oh,
Scroll
okay.
down a
I
little
see what
bit.
you're saying.
Just a little bit more. I think I saw. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we missed it. Can you go up a little bit more? This is great.
Is
This is great right now. It was just a picture that said "Good night, sweet prince," and it had Hitchbot on it.
Oh no. Nice.
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way. There it is, right there. Right,
a nice, yeah.
We're gonna end on that note, on the Hitchbot.
So yeah, that's we'll see if that happens tomorrow.
Anthony, I'm so excited to hear about your vacation trips.
I'm gonna get a selfie with him if willing. So
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
See what
So
happens.
I'm excited.
I'm excited
Really
too.
excited for this trip.
This does bring up another thing I want to talk about real quick. Actually,
Okay.
Hitchbot reminded me. Just
Okay.
like a neat. It's a story. It's kind of an end cap to this first half.
Okay.
To kind of draw us out a little bit, but like it's related to Hitchbot's kind of dire straits that he ended up in, because I'm convinced that was a drug deal gone wrong.
Wait, was Hitchbot trying to buy drugs or?
I'm just saying, he was chilling in an alley, and that dude, I mean, not to, I don't know. He
Give me your money.
Yeah, it looked like
I am Hitchbot. Give me your money.
It looked like a situation where Hitchbot was kind of dealing with some of the wrong people, so.
He was hanging with a rough crowd.
He was hanging with a rough crowd.
Yeah.
I encountered some, I don't want to say rough crowd. He was a nice gentleman.
Okay.
But, of the slightly more drug pusher persuasion recently.
Really?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't it wasn't like a dangerous situation or anything.
Can you say the location?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was driving home from work.
My.
I was
like a
literally
concert or
driving.
something.
I was
Okay.
literally driving. I was in a car on the way home from work. And I'm at a stoplight.
Really?
And his car pulls up next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned down. I'm listening to Lil Dicky, as I do.
Okay.
He's a rapper.
Okay,
He's a
yeah,
rap
I'm
man,
not familiar.
as they say. And this dude rolls down his window that's next to me, and I look over and he's like, "Yo," and I'm like, "Wait, hold on," and I turn it down and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yo, you party?"
Oh, that's yeah.
And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You party?" And I'm like, yeah, I suppose, every now and then."
Oh no.
I'm like, I mean, yeah, sure. Then he's like, "You pop?" And I was like,
Oh.
"What?" And he's like, "You pop?" And I was like, and then it clicked. And I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
yeah,
no. I don't party that much." My idea of a party is like getting friends together and playing Skyrim together.
Right, yeah.
Like in a room with 5 TVs. So I was like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, and I was like, nah, but respect, man, it's all good.
You should have invited him over. No.
And he's like, oh, sorry, man. And I'm like, it's all good, don't worry about it. And he rolled his window up. But then there was like
This
another.
is pleasant.
Then there was he was a nice drug man.
That's
He was a good drug guy.
Good. It's good to hear these days. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He looked older than me, but I don't know. But
Yeah.
So then there was this 1.5 to 2 minutes of just us remaining at that stoplight that was red. So
the
it was
awkward pause.
yeah, and he wouldn't. We didn't really have anywhere to go, so
Yeah.
it's just I've denied this man his business,
Yeah.
and now
His
he feels
livelihood.
strange,
Yeah.
and now this is kind of weird, but it's quaint at the same time.
Interesting.
Yeah,
We should have him as a guest on the podcast.
we
Next
should.
time soon.
I'll see if I can track him down.
Like, so how'd you get into this game?
I'll be on the same road.
He'll be like, let me tell you.
Stopped at
Yeah.
the same light.
Yeah.
He pulls up again. Yo, oh, never mind. I know this kid.
He'll be like, I ran into this robot in Montreal.
Yeah.
Like, how'd you get in this?
I like to imagine the same situation happens to Hitchbot. Hitchbot's driving on the way home from work and somebody could, yo, you party? And he's like, I am Hitchbot.
Yeah, Hitchbot parties. He does a little jig.
Dude, Hitchbot's my dude.
Yeah, Hitchbot's
I
my
love
new
this
hero.
So it happened to me, and then the kicker is, I was
Mhm.
telling my housemate up there,
Okay.
Nelson, about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was telling him after I'd woken up from a nap, and it was before I got my hair cut.
So you're kind of groggy?
Hair was kind of crazy. I was wearing stuff like this. I
Yeah.
wasn't looking the best, honestly. But I was telling Nelson the story,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, Austin, honestly, to be real, right now you kind of look like a guy that might do something, that might accept kind of business like that. And I was like,
Oh,
dude,
no.
well, I appreciate you keeping it real. And he's like, just got to keep it 100, man. Just gotta keep it 100. And I was like, yeah. Now I'm concerned that I look like someone that would accept drugs from someone. Do you
Interesting.
think that's the case, Anthony?
Let's not start that rumor.
Okay.
No,
No, let's not. No. Yeah, this is
no, I
something
don't.
that
I mean,
I
what
don't
does
know.
a drug user look like? They're all walks of life. But I see where you're, I know where you're
I kind of see where he was getting at.
Yeah.
I wasn't offended, obviously.
You're just scruffy.
Like, all right, yeah. I hadn't shaved or anything, yeah. So I can kind of see that.
Listen to hip music.
Yeah. So, yeah, just kind of wanted
If you were listening in classical, you probably wouldn't ask.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah.
You like concerts?
Pardon me?
I got some symphony tickets.
Right. Or the guy could be like, why, yes, I do pop.
Right?
I will take 3. Like, oh my god.
Yes, please.
He's wearing like those wigs.
He's going on one of the patterned wigs.
I'm
gonna get crunk while listening to some
Beethoven. Made his time.
Anthony, it's time to end this section of the podcast.
All
That was
right.
a good half. We're gonna be right back, folks. We're gonna take a break with, I don't know, we're gonna be back with some more adventures. It's what's gonna happen, so stay tuned. Welcome back, folks, to the P Funk and Fro Show. I changed my shirt.
Woo!
I'm wearing a different shirt.
Yonky, no. I just read this shirt for the first time.
It says Yonky Dong.
Yonky Dong.
It's like Donkey Kong. It's in the Donkey Kong font, but it says Yonky Dong instead.
Right.
If you listen to the comedy button, you know. If you don't listen to the comedy button, you think it's weird, but that's okay. I'm okay.
I think it's funny. I don't listen to it.
So. Oh, well, alright. Well, here's my shirt, everyone. But yes.
We're back.
We're back. We're looking up Spanish words because Anthony's been on a Spanish kick lately.
Yeah, I don't know why.
This Spanish kick perfectly
yeah.
bringing us into the first thing that I want to talk about in the second half of the podcast.
Alright.
Weird habits.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Weird habits. Right now, your weird habit is you start talking in Spanish.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're doing that. So,
yeah.
My question for you, sir, have you, over the course of your whole life, had any other strange habits that lasted an extended period of time?
Every time I come up with things, it's like you said earlier, quirks. So
okay, quirks are fine. We can talk about those too.
Yeah, my sister was in town and we were talking, and my mom brought up how I used to call a pillow a phobo for quite a while. Apparently, I mean, not when I was like 16. So I guess I just heard. Whatever. I pronounced it phobo, so I just called...
Don't say the word pronounce like you had some kind of an accent.
I mean,
that's a different word.
Well, I've also been told I say pillow like an English person. I don't know.
Pillow?
Yeah, it's like
what?
Pillow. But I think a lot of people say pillow, but when I naturally say... Anyways.
You say it with like an E in the front?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Alright.
It's something weird with pillow, so that's a weird habit.
Some people do stuff like that. I'm gonna go turn you down. Keep talking. Keep talking about your habits.
Yeah, I'm yelling about pillows on here. So another weird habit, I mean it's kind of weird at this point, is the fact that I make and eat low-carb chicken wraps every day for lunch. So everybody I work with knows about that, and it's kind of just a given now. But they're so damn good.
Dude, you are so just on point with your chicken wraps on a daily basis. With no break.
Right. Well, so
with no break.
This last winter, I started microwaving them because it was cold outside.
That's the Renaissance, man.
As chicken wrap eaters do. Yeah.
So how long were you eating these chicken wraps before you decided to make them hot?
I think it was kind of deep in the winter. I was just like, I need a change.
Yeah.
I looked at the microwave. I was like, that's the change I can go for. You know?
Not too bad. It's
right.
still chicken.
And people were like, you should put it in the toaster oven. I'm like, yeah, but that takes like 5 minutes.
It does. You ain't got time for that.
We're like, yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
We only got 30 minutes for lunch. We got to make do with what we got.
Exactly.
Got to make do with what we got. Yeah, that's funny.
Other than that, I can't really think. I'm sure I have tons.
Sure, they're in the tank. Maybe they'll come out when we were talking about mine.
Yeah.
And I couldn't think about mine either, so I actually had to text
some
people.
So what do you? Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So the first thing I did when I was trying to think of things to talk about for this topic, I texted my mom because she's been around my whole life, obviously.
Oh, that's a good thing.
So, I mean, how else? I don't even know.
Well, yeah. So, I don't know why I said that.
So I was like, hey, do I have any weird habits? She texted me a paragraph.
Oh my god.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
So, hold on. This is the last time I eat right before we podcast because I feel like I just have an excess amount of junk in my... I don't even know.
Well, I mean, it was a big old bowl of chili.
It was. Thanks again for that chili. It was really great. Okay, so the thing she texted me, you used to when you were little, it was kind of like sniffling briefly, but you were blowing out of your nose instead of sucking in. So what would happen is when people... Let me describe this. Okay. So when you got junk in your nose, you got like a cold or something, and you're like...
Yeah.
Or something, like blowing out.
Are you okay?
I guess I would do the opposite, and she thinks that was weird.
See.
No, I was blowing out of my nose, and that was weird. So most people would suck it in, and I would blow it out to kind of.
You're just nah.
But there was logic behind that.
I mean, would it run down?
No, it wouldn't come out. It would just kind of dislodge a little bit,
That you knew. You probably. No, I'm just kidding. You had massive bubbles right here.
Just coming out. No, I didn't. No, I hope not. Was that why it was?
No.
No,
I'm sure not.
No. So yeah, I mean, it's because I didn't. Because when you suck it in and you swallow it, it
gross,
gives you a throat hurt. It makes your throat hurt. It makes my throat hurt. I feel like whenever I'm sucking in snot and swallowing it, this is really tasty and appetizing.
I hope no one's eating or listening.
I feel like it makes my throat hurt eventually.
Huh.
Maybe it just perfectly coordinates whenever I have
So, did your family have a lack of tissues? Or...
No. Maybe I was just super frugal. I didn't want to use them. I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
That's one weird quirk. So let's move on from that one because it's grossing me out specifically. She said you also talked like Dexter when you were little.
The cartoon or the
cartoon.
serial killer show?
That show did not exist when I was in first
grade.
Right,
duh.
She said you also talked like Dexter when you were little and lost the first grade spelling bee because of it, devastating your mother.
I remember you
Can't think of any since you're older.
Oh, I remember you telling me that. You didn't tell me the part where it devastated your mother.
Well, I mean, what am I gonna say? My mom was so sad.
I'd be like, Austin, it's okay.
No, I was devastated too. There was a period of time when spelling bees meant more than any. They were
really?
Yeah, dude. Because I was supposed to be in the smart class, and my friends were the smart. It was.
Yeah.
It was this thing. Okay. So the spelling bee was the ultimate test.
Oh, so there was Super Bowl.
I had to prove. Yeah. I had to prove. Yeah. Yeah. So I had to prove myself, and I'd never freaking won a single spelling bee. You know who won a spelling bee? Michael Fields. Won a spelling bee. Yeah.
That same one with the Dexter voice?
No, that one. That was probably Hannah Crouch or something. Whose camera we're using right now? Oddly enough. Thanks, Hannah, if you're watching. Yeah. Camera's cool. But
nice.
She won a lot. This girl Haley that was in our class won. Yeah. Mostly girls. I think Jacqueline probably won. Michael somehow snuck in there and became the first dude.
Was he wearing a wig? And he was like
a girl, dressed up?
B-A-N-A-N-A.
Was it freaking Gwen Stefani or something?
Yeah. That's where she got the song.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So very, very dominated by females in Rising Sun High School. The spelling.
I feel like it was too in grade school.
Girls are just better at spelling naturally.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
And I think they mature early. I don't know.
I don't have.
I don't have any in-depth thoughts on that.
I got nothing about that now. Mm-hmm. So on top of texting my mom, I also texted my friend Dustin, who I want to get on here eventually.
Okay, yeah.
And so I was like, let's see, blah 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 blah. Hey, do I have any weird habits? And he's like, oh yeah, dude, you're a weirdo.
Just you in general are a weird habit.
Yeah, and I was like what? And he's like, well, first he said you don't drink, and I was like, well, that's right. Then he's like, you have a habit to grab me when you think I'm in danger. LOL.
That's a good thing.
So this is something that I do. This is totally a habit.
I mean, is there a train coming or?
No, this is when I'm driving a car and somebody's in the passenger seat and I have to slam on the brakes. I just instinctively go like this,
That's
I'm a
nice.
mom.
Yeah.
But it's not. And let me tell you why I do this. It's not because I care about their well-being. It's not because
Yeah.
It's because I used to taxi my televisions around all the time. And it was a big CRT, and I had to block them whenever I stepped on the brakes.
So he's in the same category for you as high-end electronics.
Dude, I don't even think about him when I do it. It's just physical instinct right now.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But I guess it's not only that because when we were in Chicago, because we went to Chicago, before he walked into the street, I was like, no. I would always block everybody from going. I wasn't even considering going in the street. Why do you feel like you have to stop?
Well, did your mother? Was she like that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh.
Maybe.
Let's go deep into this. Would you like to lay down?
Yeah, sure. Let me actually.
So tell me about your past.
Yeah, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing that I do. I don't know if does that remind you of anything? Do you have anything like that? I've got a couple more if you don't.
No.
I think.
Okay, so weird habit is if driving, if someone's so I tend to do these different, I think they're different laughs too, because I try to catch myself, I'm like, that's not what it sounds like, but I keep doing that one too. Yeah. Right there.
There it was.
I kind of forced that one out.
It's so natural. Yeah, okay. It still
Let's
sounded
do that
natural.
one.
Still sounded perfect.
But I don't know. It's nothing interesting. But when I drive and someone's like kind of looking like they're pulling out, I like point at them.
I do that too.
Not for them to see me. And I saw someone else do that to another person. I was
Really?
like, that guy does the same thing.
What?
Hey, I don't see that.
So you're talking like when you're at an intersection and somebody else is about to come out, you're like, don't you do it?
Yeah. But I'm not pointing like, don't you do it. I'm kind of like making my brain focus like they're an alert situation.
Oh, really?
But I'm just like, they never really see me do it. And that's not the point.
Okay, it's just
you know,
for you.
like I don't want them to see me do it. I don't know, so that's kind of weird. I don't even know where that developed from.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're just talking about car stuff. So.
Yeah, I feel like when you're driving a car, you're like alone a lot.
Yeah.
So your brain's kind of like alone to itself, and it has time to develop these weird quirks and tendencies. Maybe.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why people have a lot of weird car habits.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know. I can't really think of. I'm sure I have tons. Like maybe that annoy people around, but I just don't know.
My last one was just like I texted my brother, and he just really brought up it's not really a habit. It's just like whenever this is how he describes it. He's like saying, right, after somebody that you usually never or rarely talk to says something to you. So, like, me just kind of...
Right,
oh, yeah, like, being overly, like, unnaturally personable. Because I just don't want it to be awkward.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, I see what you're saying.
So, like, I'm at Kroger and somebody from, like, high school comes up and they're like, oh, hey, and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? I'm interested in
your brother's
everything you're talking about.
Yeah.
And he's like standing off to the side like, I see what you're doing over there.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's not really a habit, but like I guess it's just like
a
nervous.
I can see that.
It's kind of a nervous thing because I don't want it to be. I don't know. So that's another thing.
I'm trying to think of myself in that situation.
Habits are funny.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Oh, I used to do this thing where like I would nervous yawn, so like fake yawn because I was like I felt nervous or something.
Huh.
I would fake a yawn, and then somebody called me out for it, and I was like, oh shoot, I'm never doing that again.
Oh. I don't know. I can't, That's not that bad.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I had to phone a friend to kind of figure it out. So it's chill.
That's true.
Yeah, nervous habits are funny. If you guys have any weird nervous habits that you want to, like, talk about, post them in the group.
Yeah, we'll talk about them.
Unless they're, like, scandalous or crazy, then, like, keep those to yourself.
Depends on how scandalous.
But we'd like to know your nervous habits. Post them in the group and talk about them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got the podcast topics up here. On to the next topic. This is actually something I'm very excited about.
Alright.
So, this is something that I've wanted to do for a couple years now, but I always kind of miss my chance because there's a deadline, like a cutoff for sign-up.
Yeah.
But I finally got around to signing up for the Guitar Center drum off.
Really?
Yeah, this happened.
So is it you against other
people in the tri-state? Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And are there like how do they judge it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a panel or a single person or what.
Okay.
But the way it works is like I'll go in on like the 13th. That's when the first one is of September, which is like for the future dating this episode, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have 3 minutes. I'll have 5 minutes to set up and then 3 minutes to perform.
Whoa! Wait, you got to bring your own equipment?
No.
Yeah,
you can just
okay.
You can use the stuff they have, but if you want to use your own like bass pedal or snare drum or hi-hat or anything, you can bring that. So you got 5 minutes to kind of set that stuff up.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then you've got 3 minutes to kind of perform this solo that you've either prepared or you've just kind of improv while you're there.
Oh wow.
So I'm half tempted to just go and show up and just like do an improv solo because that might be fun and it might be more natural, but it's probably a good idea to prepare something. But
yeah.
Either way, I'm like mega excited.
Yeah, you played some on your electric one over there with like the headphones on, and it sounded good.
I was kicking.
It was good. Yeah.
Thank you. So I think I have a chance against these kids.
Yeah. No, I think you do too.
And I strategically picked the one in Florence because I know that there's probably less people.
That makes sense.
So I'm incorporating strategy.
When is that again?
It's next month. It's in September for the preliminaries.
Oh.
And then if I move on, it gets like regional and then national and then.
Wow.
But who knows how far it'll get?
Is there like an age restriction or is it?
You have to be 18.
Oh. Okay.
But I don't think there's a
18
cap.
Okay.
Yeah, 18 plus.
I'm just thinking you might get like some rockers in there that are just like I'm just gonna
freaking sling.
Yeah. And just start going crazy.
So.
Yeah, that would be neat to see actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if anything, I'm thinking like it'll be a sweet like contact building thing.
Yeah.
Like I'll meet cool people that play instruments too, maybe like playing bands with them or like collab in the future. Make songs or something.
Chill spot, hang out, talk about
Yeah, if anything, like just getting yourself out there, like kind of.
There was something different. That's definitely something different.
Yeah, and it helps find people with similar interests too. So.
Right.
I'm excited about that for a multitude of reasons. But
That's cool.
So it kind of brings my next question for you, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever competed in anything?
Oh, like sports, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you play sports when you were younger?
I played some like kind of off the wall sports, like
racquetball or luge.
No. Yeah, the luge park here.
Sheep herding.
I guess it's not that off the wall, but like tennis. I played baseball, soccer 1 year, basketball 2.
Really?
And then like gymnastics was kind of odd. We didn't really compete. We kind of like compete against each other, but we didn't go like school.
Was this in like high school or middle school?
Gymnastics was, let's see here. It was before high school. I want to say like 6th, 7th grade, something like that. I'd have to talk to my family. I can't exactly remember the time frame around, but it's something like, it was definitely before high school. But let's see, I'm trying to think. Tennis. I played tennis in high school.
That's pretty sweet.
But yeah.
Tennis is hard. Did you play competitively or?
Yeah, well, Muller, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Against like Santa X and all them.
So how did
I had a winning record. So.
You said you didn't win your record.
No, I had a winning record.
Oh, you had. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like I didn't win like tons of like
awesome.
tournaments, but yeah.
So
I won more than I lost.
That's awesome. Your kill-death ratio was positive.
Yeah, it was on the positive end.
Sweet.
But I played singles and doubles.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
So how did tennis teams work? Like, was it individualistic? And does it work kind of like cross-country?
So you would pair, let's see, how would it go? So each school would have a certain amount of singles players and then a certain amount of doubles players. And then your coach would they would kind of know the other schools maybe, like these people, they have a really good singles player, they're going to play in court 1. I'm going to put my best singles player in court 1. This is what I think. I haven't thought of this in a long time, actually.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would play singles and sometimes I would play doubles. It just depends.
Okay, I gotcha.
Depends on what the person likes and like how good they are. I was like, okay.
Okay.
But I played tennis. Like I helped my mom at tennis camp at the YMCA. Like help her with like the kids and things like that.
Okay.
So I've been around tennis for a while. My parents wanted me to get in swimming just because I like, fish the water with swimming.
Right.
I love swimming and I understand. Like I think I would have liked doing that back in the day. So if I had to go back, I would have went more competitive swimming.
You seem to be really into swimming when we were on vacation.
Yeah, I fished the water. Yeah. I'm like...
And I love it too. Swimming is one of those things that like every time I get back into water, I'm like, wow, I forgot how much I really, really like doing this.
Yeah,
every
time.
It is
fun. And when the older you get, the less chances it seems like and opportunities you have to... Yeah, I keep saying it. Less opportunities to swim, basically.
You're completely right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like going to the public pool is like a high school thing, kind of.
Yeah.
And like if you're an adult, you're kind of expected to either just kind of lounge around or be a cool dad.
Yeah.
And get in the pool.
I still like doing flips and dives and
I know.
Running around doing like cartwheels, handstands in the pool. Yeah.
Oh, that's the youthful exuberance.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes I'll be drinking.
Yeah. That's probably for the most part, actually. That's cool. I feel like my relationship with sports is like pretty, generic for most kids. Like, I feel like most kids when they're young try out all the sports at least. Like
it was kind of like that, yeah.
To figure out what they like.
Right.
So like in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, it's like okay, yeah, I'll be on the soccer team, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I tried soccer one time.
Okay.
For one, not even a full practice.
Okay.
And I was in like 1st grade. So how this worked out was like. My mom convinced me to do soccer because my sisters played soccer and she liked going to the games and everything. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want to do this. This sounds terrible. But she signed me up for it anyway because I didn't have any free will at the time.
Yeah.
So she brought me to the first practice.
Okay.
And she sat me down and I ran off in my soccer cleats that I had that we had to buy for the soccer thing.
Okay.
And we started running up the court or whatever you call a soccer field. Is it just a field?
Yeah.
Started running up the court.
And then the referee blows
yeah. And then somebody made a field goal. We started running back.
Yeah.
And I was like, this sucks. Running sucks.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I'm not a big fan of running.
This is way too much running.
Long-term running.
So I sat down and I took off my cleats and I walked off.
You're done?
I was done.
Yeah.
That was my last experience with soccer ever.
Yeah, I don't remember a specific example, but I only did one season, and I remember telling my parents, I was like, I hate this. It's just, I'm not, like my dad did cross-country when he was younger. I just don't like, I love bicycling, obviously.
You're right,
about it.
Right.
But, I like bicycling. I think it's because the constant air over, and I don't know, because I've been biking since I can remember, but yeah, I don't know.
Running is hard.
Right, it's hard, and honestly, I keep reading how it's bad for joints. Could be an excuse, but yeah,
Sure.
I don't know. I know I don't like it. Like, I can do sprinting, you know, like
Yeah.
baseball, basketball, that
Right.
type of stuff. Basketball's a lot of running, but I don't know. I didn't really like basketball that much.
Hmm.
Honestly, tennis and gymnastics were probably my favorite. And then if I would have stuck with swimming, or done swimming rather, that probably would have been a favorite too. But
That's awesome.
I was like a tree climbing kid when I was younger, so I was
Mhm.
already kind of like
Adventure stuff.
well, my upper body was already like
Okay.
gymnastic-y, like, and I was like a wiry kid, so I like took to that, like, and I had a ton of energy. Like, that's why my mom said she put Elise and I in it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I like destroyed. We had like initiation or whatever you call it,
Like orientation.
orientation,
Yeah.
right? And I remember the long, like the big thick rope that goes up to the top. And there's a bell,
Mm-hmm.
and we never did that in gym at Mainville, like
Yeah.
elementary. So this was like new to me. And I saw like kids going up. I'm gonna like gloat here a little bit. I like saw kids like climbing up it, and like climbing a rope is a little tough, but I was like climbing trees like a spider monkey, like when I was a kid. So I saw that, and I kind of like measured it up, and I was like, I'm gonna destroy that. Like, I'm gonna destroy that. I mean, I don't understand, because I was like super. My body fat ratio was like nothing.
I'm just
I'm
imagining
a
Michael
kid.
Phelps right now.
No, I mean just a wiry kid.
Yeah,
you know, that climbs
Okay,
trees
yeah.
a lot. But yeah, I barely even used my feet, and I was just like,
Really?
Dang. And I remember like the whatever, because I was a quiet kid, so I wasn't like, I'm gonna kill you. You know, I was never like that.
Yeah, sure.
Still not really, even though I'm kind of gloating.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, that was like an
story.
achievement for me. I was like, that, I don't even need training for this. Like, I know I can do that.
That's pretty dope.
I can't do that now, obviously.
Well, yeah.
I could probably do.
You never
yeah.
know. I bet you probably will. You know.
I'd have to use my feet.
You don't have a weak upper body. It doesn't seem like.
No, that, I don't know. I think it's because of the climbing
Maybe you
trees
could
since
do
I
it
was a
with
kid.
with your legs, maybe, since you bike and do kickboxing and stuff.
Yeah, no, I definitely can do it with my leg, like
Mhm.
right now, yeah. But I don't, not without my legs, I
Yeah,
don't think so. I just
got
laid. I'm a man, Austin.
I kind of know what you mean, like, and I feel like we're
So-
similar in that. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna. What was your favorite? If you
My
had
favorite
one?
sport?
Yeah. of-
It'd probably be baseball.
okay.
So like, I started playing baseball like, I think really young, so maybe like third, fourth.
Like start
Right.
with t-ball or.
No, I didn't ever start with t-ball.
Oh, really?
My dad thought t-ball was stupid, so I never
It's
really.
good,
Could,
like to get you kind of in
Yeah, I
the roles
guess.
and everything. Yeah.
but you don't really keep track of score and blah blah blah. And I
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
So I was kind of inborn with that kind of idea that t-ball was stupid, so I never played.
Okay.
But when Pee Wee League, which is what we called it, Pee Wee League
Okay.
baseball
Okay, yeah.
came up, I started playing that, and I actually really liked it. And I was actually pretty dang good too
Yeah.
at baseball, up until like 8th grade probably.
Yeah.
And really, what happened is just like I just stopped kind of wanting to do it really.
Okay.
And like when I don't want to do something, I'm gonna suck at it.
Right, because you're not putting the
Yeah.
full effort into it.
So I stopped after 8th grade. I didn't go into high school. Plus, like when you get into high school, people get like really good.
Oh, it gets
And like towards the end of my 8th grade year, like I was getting like, I didn't want to hit against the like pitchers that were pitching fast and stuff.
Yeah,
I just wasn't
okay.
up for it.
Right.
I will field any day of the week. Like
Okay.
I love
yeah,
fielding
yeah.
and like
What position were you?
second base usually.
Oh, so was I.
Really?
I'm not even joking. Yeah,
Dude.
my nickname was Scoop.
Dude, this is crazy.
I know,
This
it's
keeps
so
happening.
I'm not even joking.
Like
my
the
dad
superhero
was
thing.
like one of the coaches, so like you can
Mine
corroborate
too.
this. Yeah.
Dude, yeah. It's
Seriously,
like, it's
yeah.
like the Spider-Man thing. Like we're on vacation and we picked the same thing.
Oh yeah, we have the same favorite superhero.
Yeah, that's so weird, man. But
That's
yeah,
weird. Second, yeah, because I was predominantly second base.
I was too.
I didn't really switch much.
Nice. And yeah, so baseball was probably my favorite sport. I didn't play any sports in high school up until my senior year when my cousin Garrett, who you met at the cookout.
Yeah.
Hi Garrett
Hey.
and Bethany, if you guys are listening. He finally convinced me to join the cross country team.
Oh. Okay.
So I went from 0 to 100.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
basically.
you ran on vacation.
I did, yeah. And I feel like that, me joining cross country, is like one of the most pivotal moments in my entire life.
Really?
Because before that, I ate whatever I wanted. I drank pop all the time. I didn't give a crap.
Right.
I never exercised.
Oh, is this where you started losing weight?
I kind of started losing weight randomly in my freshman year of high school.
Oh, okay.
I was always like, I was
Trying
never,
to get a timeline. Huh?
I was never fat, but like I got chunkier in like 6th, 7th grade, maybe 8th, whatever.
Yeah.
But I came back after my growth spurt into
Okay.
high school, and I was like, psh.
Okay.
So I was never fat or anything.
Yeah, I remember you showed me photos. It's not about you.
No. But yeah, cross country, like, it got me to stop drinking pop. I stopped eating like snack food garbage.
Yeah, because you just feel gross. I'm sure running with that as your fuel.
That and I just kind of wanted to go all in
since
this was like a thing.
I see.
I started running. It showed me like the importance of like keeping active and like running and doing things like that. And how much better you feel when you do it.
Yeah.
So I did that. Still one of, if not the hardest things I've ever done in my entire life, cross country. Because it's freaking hard.
Yeah,
And really, it's as hard as you make it. So like you can go and run a 5K and just walk half the time.
Okay,
but like I didn't. My goal was like to never walk in a 5K, and I've still been able to kind of maintain that goal.
That's good.
Never been able to, or I've never walked a 5K, so that was cool. But yeah, that definitely changed my life. So I imagine like you always see people like in high school that are really fit because they're in sports, and then after high school you see them slowly expand because their metabolism slows down and
they start partying or whatever.
They maintain their same diet.
Yeah.
But they don't exercise anymore.
Right.
So you see them slowly expand. And I feel like that could easily have happened to me if I didn't
inherit
this healthier lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm not like a freaking vegan or anything like that. But like just in general watching what I eat and exercising. Right. So I feel like that's been very important for me.
Yeah, because I definitely expanded. I went to Ohio State and then got the freshman 15, I think they call it, and just never stopped. Really? I got the sophomore 25.
Right.
And the junior 50. No, I didn't get that. It wasn't quite that bad. But
you expand like the universe.
I mean, I did. But the universe is going to collapse upon itself again. Well, I kind of did collapse upon myself. I am the universe. I am the alpha and the omega. I can't. Right. Obviously, I'm not the universe.
No, so. I mean, sure. In my mind, you're the universe.
But, thanks, Austin. But yeah, you're right. People just keep eating the garbage.
Yeah.
And,
Mm-hmm.
Man, once your metabolism, everybody's different, but man, when that metabolism slows down, woo!
Oh yeah.
Because when I was a kid, man, I used to eat gummy bears and Twizzlers and Mountain Dew.
Gummy bears?
I was gonna say worms or bears, and my brain was like, no, switch to bears. Don't say worms. Gummy bears. My lips formed the W, but I wanted to say
Gummy bears. Official snack of the P Fucking Pro Show.
Gummy bears.
Oh man.
Yeah. So.
Good one.
But yeah, and I'd run around like a nut job, and then sugar rush.
Yeah.
But yeah, can't do that now.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, it's a sad life that we live nowadays. Being old is different.
Yep.
I hate being old. Old crotchety 22-year-old that I am.
It's not that bad.
No.
I mean, it took a lot of work to lose a lot of weight, but maintaining is okay. I just, like you said, don't want to get in the pitfall of just back in that bad routine. Mm-hmm. Plus, now when I eat like trash, I just feel like trash. Even if I do it for a while. So, this trip, I'm going to be eating a lot, but I don't know. Even when I'm eating, whatever, when I open up the floodgates to whatever my diet, I still have a different mind frame of what I'm looking at for food.
Oh, really?
Not on purpose, but it's just, I don't eat as much as I used to.
I see.
And the volume... When I'm full. I know what my full is like now. So it's a whole... This past year has been, excellent, just kind of, resetting that.
That's good.
Yeah.
For me, it's, a switch.
Yeah.
I'm either not eating junk or eating all the junk.
You're just picking it up.
Yeah, if I eat one Dorito, it's a whole bag.
Oh,
I cannot,
Well, I used to be, yeah.
Because, the way my brain thinks, it's you ate one and you're still alive and you're still fine. So you can eat 30, right? Yeah. And I just keep going.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop.
So you like that long-term, constant dopamine rush. Yeah. Keep it coming, Doritos.
I have to. So that's why I can't. I have to stay away from Doritos.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so sports.
I can sympathize with them.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's a hard life. So, I mean, yeah, to cap that, after cross-country, did track senior year, and that was it. And, of course, all through high school, I was in band and stuff, so that doesn't really count as a sport, but, competition still.
Yeah, no, it's still effort and, lots of practice.
100%.
Sure.
But, yeah, I mean, that kind of brings us to our hour mark.
Oh, okay.
Quickly.
Oh, yeah. Wow, yeah, that went quick.
Yeah. So before the video stops, because we've got a debilitating camera.
Right, yeah.
We're going to wrap the show up. So, thanks, everybody, for listening. This has been the P Funkin' Fro episode. P Funkin' Fro Show, episode 14, Gumma Burrs.
Gumma Burrs.
Thank you for listening. If you liked what you saw, you can see our whole back catalog on iTunes. You can see it on Android. You can see it on Google Play. We're on Google Play, too. Mm-hmm. We've got we've got episodes 13 through 11, or 11 through 13 if you count forwards like most human beings, on YouTube, on our YouTube channel.
Right.
And we'd love you to join the Facebook group. That's facebook.com/pfunk. I'm taking a nap immediately. Anthony. I'm going straight to sleep.
Just Google YouTube, bro, podcast, P-Funk.
Things, sure.
Something will happen.
Shout out to HitchSpot. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll be back next week. We'll see you later.
Later.